USS Nimitz, the most lethal warship in the world. Her weapons, 75 supersonic fighter jets. Her crew is a combination of raw rookies learning the ropes and seasoned veterans who need to sharpen their skills. To prepare for her next deployment in the Arabian Sea near Afghanistan, Nimitz will train for 3 months off the coast of California. The drills are called cyclical flight operations, cyclic ops for short. They are high risk for everyone and a huge adrenaline rush for the pilot. Today, a rookie pilot will perform his first ever takeoff and landing, not a job for the faint-hearted. The new guy is 27-year-old Lieutenant Dan Marta. He was a star in fighter school, but out here, he'll have to prove himself all over again.
Being a new guy, and I feel like a lot of times I don't even know what I don't know, and you learn a lot, tons from the senior pilots in the squadron, and from hearing what they say to us, and from going out and doing it.
You can only prepare so much for something you've never done. It's up to the senior pilots to give them the other piece of the puzzle there to continue that education.
There is pressure on all of the pilots, but the rookies are feeling it most.
A squadron's only as good as your newest guy, your least experienced guy, and especially right now as we're starting to push and move towards deployment where we'll be going into combat operations. Everybody has a vested interest to make sure that these guys are up to speed and that they're also staying tactically proficient.
Get it done, guys.
Dan has to prove he can handle the stress of cyclic ops on a supercarrier. His mission, a mock bombing run. Every eye will be on him as he attempts his first carrier launch.
You can't be sloppy out there. It's not a long runway. It's a very small landing area, 500 feet.
So many little things that we can screw up that can have a big impact on our mission, and obviously we want to iron that out now.
It's showtime. Dan roars down the runway and lifts off. From 0 to 165 miles an hour in a brain-rattling 2 seconds. And now the deck crew waits as Lieutenant Dan Marta gets ready to attempt his first ever career landing. He has been airborne for an hour and a half and is about to face one of the most nerve-wracking moments of his life. The landing signal officers, LSOs, watch his every move, ready to grade his landing. But Dan is not in for an easy ride. The deck is pitching close to 10 feet, and he's fighting a sharp crosswind, challenging conditions. But it looks like all of Dan's training has paid off. His landing is dead on. The squadron's newest member has passed his first big test.